What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are out antiquing in the Midwest, heading to Kaleidoscope of Times 2. They have two shops, one in Greenville, one up here in Edmore. So we are way up here in Edmore, Michigan, doing some antiquing. So if I can, yeah, you won't be able to see in the background. So awesome place it looks like. Looks kind of off the beaten path. I like it. I like the front of their building. We're going to show you guys everything. Maybe get a few things. Found these guys in the Antique Shops of Michigan booklet. So these guys are going to be, I hope a lot of fun. I hope a lot of places to go. I love their owner. I've talked to her multiple times because we were on the booklet, so we get a chance to talk to her. So great owner. I'm excited to go in and check everything out, and hopefully we come out with something today. If not, we get to show you guys a great antique store that you definitely want to come visit. So let's run inside, take a look. Hopefully we come home with some stuff. So let's go. Bye-bye. All right, so they did have a radio going inside, so we have to voice over, but I think this works out really well because I can go through and let you guys know a lot more things as we walk through this. Absolutely amazing shop. I love the look right when we got outside. I think the look was great when we walked out there. Kind of lets me know there's so much stuff in here because they had to bring stuff outside as well. So first thing we do, we walk in. She greets us right at the door. Lets us know that we get a free cup of coffee or a free hot tea if we were interested. My mom took a free hot coffee. I wasn't interested. I don't drink coffee, so not really my thing. I do enjoy a tea every now and then, but not really my time yet. But we wanted to get rolling, get walking through this amazing shop here because, like I said, we had a lot of fun here. So first thing we noticed to the left there was a bunch of Pyrex, but these nice little bottles too, always very good, well priced. $1 to $5 a piece, but in this corner here they had a bunch of really nice Pyrex. Was some of the really rare patterns, colors. I mean, it was really nice. The pink one I bring up here in a second, one of the really harder ones to come by. Pink is the most sought after color of Pyrex, but yeah, they had a really good price on it, but that's pretty much what I expect with any kind of pink Pyrex that comes up. But yeah, as we walk through more here, I mean, they did have I noticed a lot of cookie jars in this place. And I don't know what it was, but I felt like I was in a cookie jar kind of mood today because there is a couple of them I'm like, man, I haven't seen this one. I haven't seen this style. What is this? And so cookie jars were something that seemed like I was on the lookout for a little more today than I thought I would be. But nonetheless, I'll buy anything that's a good deal. Now, this head vase, we do sell quite a bit of those head vases. The eyelashes was a little off. They had $55 on it. It's usually what they go for, right around that area. Anytime I can pick up those head vase planners, I do all the time. I mean, those are there's quite a collector's market for those as well, which is good when you're out buying, at least because they're going to be buyers that are going to want to come in and buy them from you. So. But yeah, she was talking to my mom the whole time as I was walking through this area right here, kind of letting us know about the area. She was actually from Houston, Texas, so it was kind of interesting to sit and talk to her for a little bit. She was amazing customer service. She was more than helpful on any questions we had and everything, so which made it a lot more better experience for us as we're shopping around. But yeah, this booth here was 75% off all the red tags, so I was really interested in looking around a little more. This baseball cookie jar was $55, 75% off, still a little more than I really wanted to pay for it because there was a couple chips on it too, so that right there was a hard no for me. But again, I was hunting around a little more, trying to find more of that 75% off stuff because as we looked around corner here, we looked down and we found this little gem of a cookie jar down here, the pine cone cookie jar. I believe it was $30, but with the 75% off, got it down to $7.50. So this was something that we had to pick up because I think that's going to be a nice little seller at the store. We'll probably get about $25-30 for it. So that was something I was pretty excited to pick up as well. And then, like I said, she was actually right there to grab it from us and hold it up to the front counter for us. And honestly, that means a lot because that, leaves your hands free and let your hands, pick up other stuff, shop a lot easier. So it was really something I did look for and was really appreciative of. This dog cookie jar, like I said, I don't know what it was. I felt like I was in a cookie jar kind of mood today because they had a lot of different unique styles, and I'll show you guys more as we go through. But that one had a little chip on it, so I passed on that one. There's a little boot one there. Same as that one. Wasn't, just a little more on the price than I wanted to pay, which is going to happen. I mean, you can't fault them for that stuff. So, but yeah, we got another booth we get into here. I mean, every booth was well put together, great quality. There's a nice nut jar there. I think it was $55. which is the right price, and that's what I've noticed about this place is a lot of the stuff was either right at where I'd be at or even less, and then it was just making the choice of, do I want to take the risk on, putting out that little bit more money to, make a little less, and that's always the issue we always have as resellers. I found this really cool. These there's carnival frogs. And I don't know if I've seen ones like those. I thought those were really cool. I think they were $12 or $15 if I remember right. Again, I'm not sure on the values of those because I've not seen those in quite a bit. I don't know if I've even ever seen them, honestly. But again, for 12 to 15, I don't think I was going to get much more out of it than that. So it was one of those things you just kind of pass and just appreciate actually seeing it out in the wild like that. Like, that's half of the joy of going to these places is finding things that you just don't get a chance to see that much. But yeah, this piece right here, I played my game of, if it's less than so much money, I think if it was less than $15, I'll take it. But I think it was $32. I thought it was a really cool piece, just a nice blue. Those blues always pop really well, and that would have sold really well. But 32 is probably exactly what I'd have on it. So, again, when you go to an antique store and the prices are pretty much what you'd have, I can appreciate that because it's just people trying to make what it's worth, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, this great place, like I said, shoppability was really nice in this place. Lighting was great. A lot of natural light comes in. I think this was an old grocery store is the only thing I can guess. These skunks were really cool. $10 or $15, I'm sorry. Again, that's pretty much what I'd have them at, but the skunks I know would have sold, but for $15, that's pretty much the going price for them. But yeah, I believe this is an old grocery store because as you'll come up here soon, we're going through and actually have showcases where old coolers. So like you'd get your milk cooler and walk through, and there's actually showcases inside of there, which I loved. I thought it was really cool. Nice old oven there. A stove, which again love those old things, but I will never buy them because it's just I do not want to move them. Too heavy, not my thing. I'm to the point where if I'm buying something heavy, it better be something that's really, really cool for me to have to haul it around. Or like we did with the deer, we just hire someone to haul it for us. But yeah, being an old store, I've come to the conclusion all these old stores that we go and visit, seems like those make the best antique stores sometimes because, man, there's so much room, area, and that little dog there, usually about $125. I believe they had $155 on it. Which again, that's pretty much, again, right around the rate of it. These little guys here too, we're always looking for things to do with things that don't sell. Those are old golf clubs. Not even old ones, but just golf clubs that are, sometimes you just don't have much use for them. Hard to sell, McGregor and Wilson ones. So I thought that was a really cool idea for those as well. Anytime you can find ways to repurpose things to not throw them away, I'm always all for that. So... But yeah, like I said, as you guys can see, man, this is set up so well. I mean, the color coordination is something I can appreciate. There's a blow mold back there, but no colored Santa. I thought it was kind of interesting. I've seen, I think Amber has that blow mold, but it's all colored, obviously. So I thought that was kind of a cool piece. The ceramic Christmas tree was actually another really good deal. I think it was only like $49. Again, it's probably about a $60 to $75 ceramic Christmas tree, so that was something we passed on. That right there was a really good deal, $10 for the lightning rod ball globe. So we picked that up because that's about a $25 piece. I mean, anytime you can double your money a little more, I thought was a good deal. But yeah, nice little setup here. Jean jackets were nice. Road signs. I mean, they literally had a little bit of everything. I mean, there's not one thing you're going to find there that you're not going to be like, oh man, can't believe this ain't there. I mean, they literally had a little bit of everything, which made the shopping experience that much better. But yeah, I think we were here for I'd say about an hour. We took our time as much as we could because we had a lot of stops to make today. But I thought we did a really nice job of being able to make sure we seen everything. But I think coming back here again, I would take even more time because there was a lot of stuff in nooks and crannies that you really need to take more time to, make sure you see everything. But I feel like we got a really good look at everything here. We have a lady that does collect Scotties, so I always make sure I look at the Scotties when I see them. But those are priced pretty much, again, where I price them at. So had to pass on those. But I always, if people tell me they're looking for something, I literally have a list I bring with me. So when I come across any more, I really don't even need to use my list. I just have it sit in the vehicle because I always, have an idea of what I'm looking for based off of what people tell me they're looking for. Because if someone's going to buy it, I will definitely be on the lookout for them all the time, because I know it's going to be a guaranteed sale once I bring it back, which makes the experience, again, that much more, quick and easy. I don't have to, bring it to the shop, price it, put it out, let it sit for 6 months. Somebody's going to come in and buy it right away, which makes the, us out there looking, that makes our job a lot easier. But yeah, like I said, a lot more glass, pottery, jewelry. There was just so much to look at. I was really, really impressed. Very nice furniture pieces. And as we come up here, I can show you guys exactly. These are the coolers right here that were turned into showcases. And I was going through there. I seen something you guys know I look for right there, Mr. Roddy Piper. Nice LJN figure from 1985, stuff I'm collecting. I actually have the Hulk Hogan, but I don't have the Roddy Piper. So seeing that and knew that had to come home with me, because that was a heck of a find. I have not seen that out in the wild. So, it's missing the t-shirt and the kilt, I believe, but who cares? When you find those, you got to get them. So there was a couple of video games in there I checked out as well, Beavis and Butthead, but it was missing the manual. So price-wise, it wasn't really worth it. And then there's a nice little Jurassic Park handheld there to the right I was looking at, but $15, pretty much the going rate for it. So we passed on those, but I was really happy to find that Roddy Piper. And after doing a little work on that, I think the price, I think we paid $30 for, which was, again, I think a fair price. And when it's coming home to my collection, a fair price is all you can ask for sometimes. But yeah, as we go around here, you could actually shop inside the cooler. So you go around the back side of the front coolers, and then you enter the back part of the coolers. So you're actually inside the coolers, which I thought was really, really cool, and very interesting. I've not seen that kind of area used that way. So I seen that, and I was actually very impressed. To use up as much space as you possibly can, why wouldn't you? I was looking for the 13s on the ball jars, of course. Can't find those very often. But I was actually, getting through this cool area. It was a little more tight, so I will let you guys know that. It's definitely not the biggest area in there, but I thought, what a unique way, because look at that natural light. I thought it looked so cool. I loved going through there. Like I said, I had a lot of fun with this. And, of course, I love their sign they put up here inside. It's a cooler, or it's a cooler or something like that. I don't know. I thought it was cool. Like I said, anytime you can use up more space and make your spot unique. There's a spot we're going to go down to in Parma called the Vault. They used to have a old bank vault inside of their building that you can go through, a part of their antique store, which was so cool. I just enjoyed the look and the feel of going through that, was as much as, actually seeing the antiques, of going through and actually seeing the old bank and how it was set up, and walking through the vault. I was loving it, absolutely loving it. And so when I get to go into places like these, it always kind of makes you feel like you're going through history sometimes, and I can definitely appreciate that. But yeah, they had a nice little toy area there, so I had to make sure I stopped and take a little more look on there. Those 80s and 90s toys are always going to make me stop and look a little harder sometimes, just because it's my childhood. So my childhood is like anybody else's. It's that nostalgia will get you every time. But yeah, then we get back in here and we're going into the back room here, the back area of the shop here, which again, I think was even nicer. Had more stuff here. This is like your little man's area. A lot of fishing lures, signs, oil cans. They did a really good job. Like I said, I can't speak enough of how happy I was to walk through here, and how easy it was to set up, how easy it was to walk through. Everything was really nicely displayed. It really means a lot. As much as people probably look over that, it means a lot for someone like me that goes to these places all the time, to be able to see things and look at things, not have to like climb over or jump on top of or sneak around. I mean, it just makes it that much easier. But they had a really nice muffler sign up here I was gonna ask on, but I got preoccupied, and you guys will see why here at the end of this tour, why I got kind of preoccupied and didn't get a chance to come back and check out this muffler sign that's was up top there. That's why it took me a little longer to get out of there, because I was enjoying that sign a little bit. I mean, it was a really cool light up muffler sign. Then you got the old little mini jukebox there. And again, there's a really cool, it looked like like a missile. It was like a wooden missile I pick up here. Super heavy. I mean, I bet you that thing was probably about 50 pounds. But I thought it was very unique. I didn't end up picking it up. I forgot what the price was on. I'm pretty sure it was a little more pricier than I thought, but I thought it was a really cool. I think hopefully I get a full look of that. I mean, sometimes you record and you kind of forget, but kind of there on the right. Yeah, the look on the right there I thought was super cool. Wish I would have got a price on it, but again, got preoccupied at the end. And again, you guys will see why I was, getting rolling there. And sometimes you forget about a few things, but I should have had the time to go back and walk through. But I think it was all worth it in the end. But yeah, look at that nice natural light, really nice stuff. Good primitives in this booth here. Prices, again, were pretty much on point. Primitives are not really my cup of tea on buying, so I always try to, let Amber and my mom kind of run that kind of thing, because primitives aren't really my territory. I feel like I'm on such a hunt for unique, and unique is what I'm really looking for anymore. I really liked this Tinkerbell lamp. $34 was pretty much what I was going to be thinking. I was going to hopefully get 40 to 45, and so too close. But I don't even think it's super old, but I just thought it was cool, and I know Tinkerbell is quite a popular collectible amongst people, so I knew we probably could have done something with that, but again, just too close on price, which is going to happen time to time. But yeah, there's some nice stained glass up, and then the light hitting the back of it. I was just, like I said, it was just a very pleasant shopping experience, that's for sure. But yeah, nice little lamps. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, they had a little bit of everything here. I mean, it was one of those places where I think no matter what you're looking for, they probably have it, which that's a huge plus in my book. Yep, and then we get around here. This was a little more, just a little more random items. I mean, there were some toys in this booth here again, but nothing too crazy. CDs have been something that's been going quite well at the store. We have a gentleman that's been bringing in a few CDs here and there, and they've been going for like $3 a piece. And a lot of times you can pick up CDs for like 25 cents a piece at garage sales. So I'm actually kind of starting to look at those a little more. I know they're not super old, but people are looking for them because I don't sell them in stores much anymore. So just one of those weird things, that people are out there looking for, that you want to be able to be the supply for that. This back corner booth here we're going to show you was a really nice booth. That guy right there. Ooh-wee. Like that guy. Yeah, this corner booth here was actually a really nice booth. I couldn't keep my eyes off that guy, though. The wooden Indian statue kept calling my name no matter what I was doing. I was like, gosh. I thought it was going to be about $300-$400. It ended up being $175. So the head was a little loose on it because it looked like it had a little repair on the head there, but for $175, I was just like, all right, we're going to be talking on that, because that's something I thought was way underpriced. I thought that I was right off my mind. It was $300-$400 was my minimum on that. And I was lucky if I would have got that, because I was hoping, man, if I could get that for, a couple $100, that would have been great. But when I seen $175, I'm all right, I think he's trying to get rid of it. And if he's trying to get rid of it, I think I can offer him a little better price and maybe get it out of there for him today. So that's what we ended up doing, actually. We ended up offering that guy, we offered him $100 on it, which I knew he wouldn't take $100, but at least kind of, see what his best price on it was. And like I told him, I tried to be respectful as possible. He said his best price on it was $115. So $115 is what we got it for. We ended up picking up that absolutely amazing wooden Indian statue for $115. I think that's a huge steal. It's going to the shop, displaying it there. I was really, really happy getting that. I don't know what exactly I'll be able to sell it for, but I think that's one of those statement pieces where people can come into your shop and see something like that. I think it makes it even a better experience for your customers as well. So I'm hoping that's what it does for us. We'll be able to work with them a little bit. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I was just tickled pink after seeing that thing, and then seeing the price on it was just took me to, like I said, made me kind of forget about the few other things I was going to go back and look at in the store, because I was just really focused on getting that Indian and how am I gonna put it into our car. So yeah, guys, that's about it. All right, guys, Kaleidoscope of Times 2 is in the books, and here's exactly what we got today, and then we'll do a review of everything when we get back in the car. But we got the lightning rod globe for $10. That should be about a $25 item. We got the pine cone cookie jar for $7.50. I'm thinking we'll be able to get 25 to 30 bucks out of that. We got the LJN Roddy Piper with the shirt. It's about $100 to $150 without the shirt. I would assume probably around 40 to 70 bucks. But again, I'm going to be keeping that, so that's no worries. And of course, the big guy, and I'll go around the side too so you can see his face. We did end up getting the Indian. So there she is. Yes, I said there's a little issue with the neck, but I think we'll be okay with that. But this thing is awesome. Point at you guys. So yeah, that is the lot we got. Very, very happy. All right, so Kaleidoscope of Times 2 is in the books. Now let's talk about some rankings here. First off, customer service, spot on. Right when we walked in the door, again, we had to do a voiceover. So, but right when we walked in the door, she offered us coffee, hot tea, not followed us around, but walked with us around if we needed anything. So that way we can, if we had to, hand stuff off to her, she could bring it up front. I mean, customer service was amazing. So that was awesome. Shoppability was great. A lot of good lanes to walk through. Booths were for the most part, easy to walk in and out of. So that was enjoyable as well. Quality of product was very good. Lots of great antiques, vintage stuff in there. I mean, that was a good antique store. Like I said, and then it gets on to pricing. Pricing, I thought, was spot on. I don't think it was overpriced. I think pretty much everything in there was right on or a really good deal. Of course, you guys know me. I love it when I see discounts in stores. They had 75% off, 50% off, 20% off. They had a bunch of different discounts in there on booths, so that made it a lot easier to shop as well. Very, very impressed with Kaleidoscope of Times 2. It makes me more excited to go see the first Kaleidoscope of Times, which is in Greenville, which is about, how far is that from here? Half hour, 45 minutes from here. But we won't be going there today, but we will be making another trip out there for that as well. So yeah, I mean, I was, like I said, great experience at Kaleidoscope of Times 2. Would highly recommend that if you guys are in the Edmore area, that you definitely will want to stop here. There's three other thrift stores in town as well. So if you're looking to make a trip of it, you can definitely do that. And like I said, there's other shops as well you can come see as well. So that was a very big thing. Let's get into the rankings. It is not going to take the #1 spot. The Lake Odessa Antique Mall is still going to take that. But I will be putting it at #2. And that is due to a lot of things. I think pricing was great. The quality of items was great. Customer service was great. Everything was great. Just the Lakeville Antique Mall was bigger, on the same level, but bigger. So Lakeville's going to stay #1. But Kaleidoscope of Times 2 is definitely going to go into the #2 spot, with the #3 spot being Mega Mall. And again, Mega Mall was a great place to shop as well. It was just, I really enjoyed the Kaleidoscope of Times 2. So I think that's going to be definitely one that's going to reach into the top 3. So yeah, very, very exciting. Like that place a lot. So thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys want to like, subscribe, comment, all that great stuff, much appreciated. Don't forget May 6th, the 66 Unique Antique Festival. Huge event. Check out the flyer here. Go on Facebook, search 66 Unique Antique Festival. Like and follow us on there for all the up-to-date details coming with that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And if you guys get some time and you want to come out and see Mr. Oh, am I good with the pointing thing yet? Kinda. Mr. Indian guy right there. Come out and see him, plus all the other stuff we got. Come out and get your antique fix on M66. See you guys later.